Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. My name's Alckemy. We're going to be hanging out today, just kind of having a good time. I'm kind of on cooldown mode right now, just based off of, well, this weekend was a lot. Long story short, between doing the tournament, which I did terribly at, that was probably the worst tournament entry I've ever done in my life. It was fun, though, for while it lasted. There was that. There was the big protest this weekend. And yeah, this week has just been pretty long. But I apologize for not being here yesterday. I told you all that I wasn't going to be, so we're live today to kind of just kick it and see what's up. How are you all? What's going on? While I'm waiting for you all to respond in chat, we're going to take a listen to the quick play spells that we have. And if you want to submit, I just left a link to the Discord in the chat. And it's a 15-second submission that you can do once per day. And every time I start the stream, if there's something new, I'll play it out. So let's go through those. This was actually one of my favorite things that you've written. I think that you have developed a skill set to be able to write something every day now. I would say, like, go back and finish some stuff, you know? Which, you know, you can do what you want, but I think that you have such a large catalog of things to go back to that I'd personally be like, hey, go back and finish this stuff. That's cool. All right, so I'm gonna give you some advice on this one because for the most part, and actually we can open up with this, but I'll talk about this with you to kind of give you a better clue about what you're going for here. The thing is like you've got all these effects on here and they're not really doing anything. And I don't mean that to be rude, but part of what's going on is that you've taken away so many of the highs that by the time you get to your multi-channel here, it's not really being affected by the sound. So if I were to open this up, and we're just going to start here, guys. I don't really have a plan today for anything, but if we start here with something, let's just say, like, I don't know, it was kind of like a squarish wavetable. And we send this into the phase here, add a second harmonic, because this is going to make it more so into a... There we go. If we go some distortion to make this a little bit fatter, and then we go into a bandpass here. The thing about bandpasses is that on one end, they're great because they are the best formant maker, in my opinion. Because they isolate such a small frequency range that over the course of making small movements, they really accentuate those areas that you want to bring out. So for example, if we have something kind of like this to where you're going to get that whomp, maybe we'll make this a little bit faster, but listen, maybe a little bit more. You see how much of the sound has been taken away though? So we need to distort it again. And this almost now sounds very similar to what you were doing without all of those effects. So in order to bring some of this back, you have to start stacking distortion. And I would say do it in subtle stages because whatever you're affecting on a single band is going to be affecting everything. But what needs to happen, in my opinion, and this is why I do this so much, is I actually use a low pass noise like this in order to bring a lot of this back. And then if we actually put this before the shaper table with distortion here, oops, sorry. So distort, filter, ring mod, distort. Then we're starting to get a little bit of that back, right? So at this point, I'm going to use a saturator. I should probably show you this on Drambo. If you all don't know, I'm a huge proponent of Drambo. But now that we have this, this is kind of our gateway to go into whatever we want. So if I wanted to, I could throw a notch and have this move in opposition to the bandpass going up. Just seeing if this is going to make a difference at all. Not really. But then that's when we can start using things like our slice EQ here without doing any coloration or anything to the stereo field or whatever, just using like straight up the basics. We can make something kind of like this with some peaks and notches and resonances and stuff, and then just take the whole thing and shift it, right? Kind of like this. And now you can hear that it's actually starting to sound a lot more formant. And so everything after that is just accentuating it. And instead of adding new stuff, I'm just kind of pushing this over this way. And once we add an OTT to this, then that's where we can get in here and really start to balance the sound out. So this is my standard thing right here, usually pushing the high end up quite a bit. Give ourselves a little bit more low end. And now that the sound is a little bit more balanced, that's where we add in another saturator here to make it fatter again. Now, we don't really want the high end of this to be present the entire time. So we can do something like this and set this to 2 and turn this down all the way. And if you want a bonus, then you can actually use this to match the movement of the formants. So and so that's pretty much how we create those types of formants. And then once you have that, this is still pretty much a full frequency sound. So if we look at this on a spectrum here, you're going to notice some movements here, but it's still pretty full frequency. If anything, we can actually get away with pushing the low end up a little bit on this. Learning Bill, is there any way to pan an instrument other than adding dual pan? Yes, it depends on what instrument you have, though. No, well, yes and no. Like, are you using a first-party synth or are you using a third-party synth? So I just boosted the low end up a little bit to bring some of the sub back. Third, why don't you just do it in the synth then? So like if I'm on phase plant, you just go pan. Oi. If you are on a track and you want to do that here, then this right here is your pan as well. So once we have all of this stuff, now we can go back and start adding our frequency split. But we needed to get this stuff to just kind of start working for us before anything else. And what I would also argue is create a secondary. Yeah, no worries. A secondary oscillator here that actually has a harmonic. So now that we have this, it's kind of starting to take shape in the way that I want it to. Now we can go back and start adding all this other cool stuff. So we can grab the comb. Grab this guy. We can grab the saturator. We can grab the low pass filter and do different stuff on this. Set this to retrigger. Go into our slice EQ and do this again if we want. But do you see how, and I'm asking this in retrospect by the time this person sees this, I spend a lot of time with them, so that's kind of why I'm showing you how to do this. For anybody observing, if you are listening to, where was this? If you listen to this, see, it doesn't really have a lot of that, like, doesn't really have a lot of that crispy high end. And this all has almost no spectral processing to it. And by that, I mean spatial, sorry, other than the comb filter, which that's still in mono, it's completely mono sound. But if we were to now start using this as our coloring tool, to which we'll start adding the spatial stuff and whatnot here in a second. Just more filters. More fun filters. There we go. Cool. The other thing about adding spatial things is like you don't actually have to frequency split. If you don't want to, it's not going to be that big of a deal by the time it reaches the end, depending on what you're trying to use this for. But like we can throw delay on this. We can throw convolution on this. It is important what you put on this as a means of like what kind of impulse response, but if you keep it at a low mix, then what's going to happen is when it hits the OTT, it's not really going to affect the sub much, but it's going to pull everything else that's really quiet up. Hey, Ona, what's up? And so the key to a lot of this stuff, through my experience, has been to add subtly. Subtle, then rely on the OTT at the end to figure out like what parts you want to bring up. You know, if you want to add your chorus now, you can do that. If you want to make it a little bit wider, are a little bit crunchier, or, you know, whatever. What I also like to do is I like to add a convolution here and use an audio follower to duck it while it's reaching its maximum volume. So we can just pull that out kind of like so. And now it's got a little bit of space, you know. With this, we could even do another ring mod to give it a little bit more crunchy top end. Subtle though. More distortion. Too much. Actually, let me try to add this here. We'll turn that off. And then let me turn this off and let's see if that balances it out. Nope, still too much. So sometimes you want to boost stuff or reduce things depending on where in the chain it's at. You can make this a Reese if you wanted to. It's pretty sick. Depending on how you want to make it twist, and also what kind of phrases you want to build, just messing with the placement of all of these filters now is kind of the way to go, you know. So if we trace this back to the bandpass here, because that's what we started with. See, now it's just kind of ugly. That's a little bit cleaner. Can also try this. Which I would prefer because I like that it doesn't make the top end sound so cheesy. And for whatever reason, if you need to pull more out of it, just do this again. Be more subtle with it. But if we start here and reduce this by a bit. Then this is why you use more than one OTT, because it actually does make a big difference. It's not like you just slap duplicate, 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 but when you're dealing with quiet and loud parts of the sound, having a second instance of it can really, like, I don't know, what would be the right way to say this? Kind of put everything into place, because the whole goal of this is to make it louder, right? And so from doing that, having a couple of these tricks just help you balance out what intention you have with how you want the sound to be expressed. I'd say this is pretty quiet, to be honest, but even still, I'd most likely do another OTT on the outside of it, and maybe even a clipper or something, and get that up to like -6, sometimes -4, depending on how insane I'm feeling. But it's a pretty clean sound. Clean womb. And once you have that, you can just go back in here and change up these guys. Your. Hey, Glowside, what's up? Yeah, so that would be my advice for this kind of bass. I've made so many of these. So many of these in some capacity. But they all center around, you know, just that low mid formant stuff. What genre do I want to make right now? I'm probably not going to be making any beats today. I'm just kind of messing around and doing sounds and talking to chat. Who would have thought in 2010 that dubstep yoys would get this complicated? Well, for one, this isn't a dubstep yoy. If you want a dubstep yoy, then you need to take a triangle wave and use a bit crusher. Maybe it's a square, I don't remember. I haven't done this in a while. Should probably remind myself how to do this. There we go. Yeah, so it's more with stuff like this. No, I'm doing it in a classic way. I have a patch like this. I'm pretty sure. It's been a while. Phase Planet's search function is abysmally low. What is this? No. No, let's figure it out together though. Let's try some of this. A little little bit of FM, a little bit of this, a little bit of this. There we go. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And these mid highs right here. Now I just wanted to do the stupid yoi thing, so some kind of automation with this bit crusher is where I think I was aiming for. We'll see what this does. Maybe I'll have it go downward instead. There we go. All right, I'm not crazy. Just needed a couple extra steps. This is a dubstep bass. Well, what happens is you're introducing more harmonics at a weird rate that creates formants. But like I said, you can also do it with wavetables. But if you introduce more sine waves into this at a complex rate, then what happens is you just are starting to create phrases that have more or less frequencies over time. So if we're here, and let's just say we've got a weird ratio like this, and make this a little bit slow. This is going to, like, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be even borderline even usable yet, but it's a start, because really when it comes to these basses, the key aspect of it is movement, right? So even with something as simple as this, what does it sound like? If you were to sound this out, it sounds like whoa, 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 right? Which is really cool, actually. So if we distort it, we do a cheat code of adding more harmonics to the top end. Well, from this position, like, we just pull it out more. So we would do stuff like just listen to it. Take one of these. Am I still playing around with the Hapax? Yeah. I've just been focused on, I just put out a pack and I've been really focused on finishing that up, and I haven't really even had much inspiration for music lately. So yeah, so if you listen to this here within these frequency ranges, either up or down, I'd stay like here and below. But listen. Well, so all we really have to do on this is to just make stuff that is going to overlap and create interactions with whatever it was that, you know, whatever we started with on our source. So if we have something that's a combination of both Reese's and notches or whatever, right? Keep that kind of low. And we make this movement match this by just a little bit. Then we're kind of doing the same thing now. And then we can continue to just build on it. Excuse me. And the circle of how this works is when you cut too much, you do a little bit of this subtly. which sounds pretty sick already. We just need to pull it out more. So now, do you see how there's so much pressure right here? There's too much sub. Now what I want to do is I want this to actually go a little bit lower because I want to hear more silence on the top end. But do you see, like, without this stuff, like, you can still do it, but it's not going to be nearly as impactful. See? So when you introduce these extra harmonics and stuff, that's really where a lot of the magic comes in. For us, we do a cheat here. I usually do, where instead of, sometimes I'll do a combination of FM and stuff, but for the most part, I might just do something like this where I'll introduce another harmonic, because when this interacts, or these two interact with saturation or different kinds of distortion, see how it creates a little bit more of that, like, I don't even know what to call it, just aggressive sound. So what I would probably recommend, though, is making it do this. And without even doing any frequency splitting or anything, like I said before, you can start to add in those other elements to make this more diverse, more interesting, more add that zhuzh, as Corey would say. Do like convolution. Fade that out. Just a tiny little bit. Some delay. That's pretty dope. Cool. So we can kind of do the same thing now with matching the movement of this. And what this is going to do is it's just going to make the sound breathe a little bit more. Yeah, and you get those cool, like, tearing sounds sometimes. Hey, thanks, Diggy Dutch Dog. Diggy Dutch Doom. Sorry. My bad. Yeah, so if you want to fuck this up even more, you can start to do, like, scary things like this, but I'd highly recommend that you turn this down. But you can start to do, like, bipolar distortion if you're looking for that crazy, like, how would you say, just screeches, I guess, so to speak. Turn the DC filter off. Maybe do this before all of this other stuff and see what that turns into. And launching that super fast because I'm trying not to let it get to its maximum amplitude yet before it starts to hurt. But yeah, that just becomes like insane. And if we turn this up by quite a bit. Turn this up by quite a bit. Let's see what that does. Yeah, then you see how we're starting to get that like crazy tearing sound? It's almost like scraping. So, lots of ways to break the sound. I would say whenever you start to experiment, though, just make sure that you turn this down. And, oops. Sounds pretty good. We can just do this. And then we can leave this on like 50%. Doesn't matter, especially when you're dealing with things like delay and, resonances and stuff. It'll ignore it. So you have to be careful with that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much how that works. Does anybody else have any production questions or anything else you would like to explore with me? Yeah. Yeah, just formant bases. Nice. That one's awesome. Of course, the other thing too is like if you're looking at like bro step and stuff, then all of those tricks apply, but you could make a wavetable that's kind of crunchy like this. Create some gaps in the harmonics here that have complex waveforms. And so what you get from this is something that's already probably formanty. Right? So I mean, really, you could just create a phrase like this and just kind of make everything match with it, you know? If you have the patience, it's a lot better for you to do formants to where some of these go up and some of these go down. I don't always have the patience for that. You're all right, Jersey. But yeah, if you can muster it to where you set it up like this, to where you're just watching everything kind of like this, you're going to get a lot better sounds. Because what's happening is this is much more of how a formant works as opposed to everything moving up or down together. But yeah, it's it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. Listen to this now. Might need to move this a little bit, but see how it's going out. I'm gonna pull this here. I'm gonna play with these and make these a little bit more dramatic. It's automatic. Just shoot up a little bit more. So for me, it's just kind of finding where this belongs now on this frequency range. That's interesting. Let's try to introduce this into it and see if we can make this a little bit more consistent. And now I want this to be independent because it's only going to react when the filter opens up, and so you're only going to get that tearing sound. But if you have this to never and this is just going, then it's going to make a much bigger difference. Let's go flanger, or phaser rather. You can modulate the cutoff with this. Turn the spread down, turn this up to like 4 poles. Could I talk on sound design or pads, plucks, leads? I mean, yeah, I've got tons of videos on that stuff, but what about specifically? Pads and stuff are easy. This is the hard stuff. Like, if you can make this shit, you can make anything. If you want like underwater pads, something like this. Yeah, it just depends on like what, I mean, there's so many like kinds of pads and stuff though. Like, what are you thinking, you know? Not as in what are you thinking, but like what do you have in mind? See, I mean, really with this, as far as like those jungle pads and all that other stuff, that whenever I think of pads, this is what I think about. But you're going to see like the overlap with this stuff is kind of nuts. Not really. Like, I haven't ran into a synth in a long time that's like, this does something so unique that it's, whatever. But it's more so of whenever you talk about like plucks and pads and stuff like that, I think less so about the intricacies of what effects I stack on this and more so of what am I doing with this, and then how long do I want it to be? Or how simple and complex do I want it to be? Because if I were to do something like this, we're going to add some spatialness to it, but it doesn't really change the core sound. You can do other things too, of course, like you can stack this with a second harmonic or even with a fifth, so that way I don't have to play all of those notes with both hands. You got to be careful about the leveling with this because the amplitude is a bit too loud. So now we just pull back. When we talk about complexity, it's just kind of like doing more shit to it. So you can send both of these to lane 3, send this to lane 2, do something like this, go LFO, set this here, grab this guy, 1, 2, buckle my shoe. And you've got something like this. You might want to add an additional one to this, like 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that way this is a little bit more even. Maybe 16. Maybe even just 4. 1, maybe 1, 2. Oh, okay. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. There we go. That would suffice. I set this to 12, plus and minus 12. So now this is just going to be playing octaves. So now that we have something like that, we can add an additional thing over this that's going to start to create different kinds of textures and stuff. We're going to take a look at what's happening on the frequency spectrum because these resonants are causing that distortion. So if we just dip this here, that solves it for the most part. God, her bark. We can do the same thing here with, I don't know, 19 semitones. But we can have a pattern here that can also be stepped. Kind of like so. Make this go really slow. Something like 100. So now this is going to come like 20 minutes ago. Oh, sorry, an hour ago. Um, but yeah, so with this, this is going to introduce the octave in a fifth, but it's going to come in at different times, and this is what I mean by building complexity. Hey, sweetie.
No, stop.
And so
Stop.
when you talk about pads and stuff, it's like, what are you going for? Because the other thing too is you can turn this off if you wanted to, and just have this if you want it to be a pluck. And something else that you can consider is slowly over time doing something like this, where we FM, let's just say the first one here, to add more complexity, more harmonics, make it just evolve over time. And then with this, we start low and it will start to build up. So make sense? Then you can have like a master filter over the entire thing. Just set the cutoff. And anything else that you want to do to it, it's about how you know, what kind of control do you want to have? Do you want to have a transgate on this? Maybe you have something here and you want to add another macro to add in, you know, a pattern that this pulls into. So perhaps you want a white noise sweep that's going to sound like the ocean coming in. Set a lot of this on here. We can have a master reverb that's just a little bit to help blend this in. But you have another LFO here. Say set over 4 bars. And we're going to make this just a little bit sharper so that way it's not coming in too abrasively. Something like this. Oh, sorry, we need to send this to lane 3. And then with the last two macros or something, you can just dictate whether or not you want to have both layers playing or one or the noise, or you know what I mean. This is like just from an outlook of how I would build complexity into a single patch, but the way that I actually make pads these days are, let me see, I do really weird stuff. So what is this? Oh, right. So now I have a selection of different waveforms, and then I usually have a selection of different effects as well. This one doesn't have it, but this one does, I believe. So different selections of stuff here, and there should be an effect selector if I'm not mistaken. Nope, that's not it either. Instrument Wizard does. Check this out. So this will pick from different FM sources. It'll also pick from different waveforms here. So I can choose kind of like this. Let's say I wanted this to be a pad. I just increase the attack. And on this effect rack here, you'll notice that it was jumping around and doing stuff. And what this is a selection of different pad or spatial effects that are running in parallel, but are only selected one at a time. So whenever I choose something here, it's going to change the expression of the sound. I'm going to turn this guy off for now. Takes a long time to build, but once you create a template, then it's not that bad. And that's what I've done here. Excuse me, is just made a template to be able to select in between all those things. But I mean, yeah, the other thing that I would say is that if I have a melody in mind or something, then let's just say I pick something like this, whatever. Then making pads can be as simple as doing this. Reverse it. ROM. Right? So if you send that through a fuse compressor or something, then it'll help balance those sounds out a little bit more. But pretty simple. You've got all these nice textures and all that in there as well, so you don't have to take the whole thing, but you can take the parts that you like, or you can do it again. So plucks are just plucks are plucks, you know. Unless if you're trying to do like distorted trap plucks that are kind of atonal, that's actually something that I've been working on for quite a bit. Because that's a lot harder than stuff. But if you, the way that you get into that is kind of like physical modeling. So this guy right here kind of has a physical sound to it. But all the same rules still apply. It's just, you know, using weird inharmonics to add into a sine wave or to softer waveforms, and then making the expression of them short and plucky, which, you know, you just need a short ramp kind of like this, and that gives you a lot of interesting things. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Any other questions? Doesn't buy faceplant when it was on sale for 99. Was that a mistake? I wouldn't say mistake, but yeah, I got you. No, not necessarily. It's the thing is like I use faceplant, but I've done everything that I've just showed you in almost every other single synth. Yeah, Black Friday's coming up. But I mean, I have all of this stuff, like everything that I've made in faceplant, I've recreated pretty much on my phone. So you don't have to have faceplant. I like faceplant because of its efficiency, and I like the workflow of it, and I've been using it for like 6 years. So obviously, like, this is the best synth that I would apply my sound design to. But I mean, heck, I've even done this, like all of the things that I just showed you with the basses and shit, like on the Waldorf Iridium Core. So on hardware, which is very difficult, I would say. It's a very high skill ceiling. Have I used any of the Moog filter plugins? None other than what Bitwig comes with, because there are Moog filters that are modeled after it. There's also some Moog filters that are modeled after some of the hardware that I have. But not really, no. Actually, I think that some of the Moog filters, there's some Moog filters in this as well with the, what is it called? Nonlinear filter. Some of these I think are based off of Moog models. But I don't know, like if you're really into acid and stuff, then that would make sense. For me, not so much. Wait, the ladder filter as well. This is actually, yeah, this is a Moog filter here. I just bought Cube today. How would you consider the sound versus other VSTs? Well, take everything I say with a grain of salt, but I'm a sound designer for Cube. A lot of the patches and stuff that you have came from me or our friends like Venus Theory. So we're a little biased. The thing about Cube though is that it's meant to blend sounds. That's what it does really well. You have to remember that it's not an actual synth. It's a sampler, but the way that it does it is what makes it unique for me. Most of the sounds that I've designed for them haven't actually been sounds themselves. What they do is they give me a set of like a sound bank, and then I make patches based off of that. I do like some of the things that they have. For some reason, Cube does not play with my computer though, so I seem to be the only person that has this issue. But I do like Cube. I think that the philosophy behind it is pretty great. I love the interactivity behind it, and this was something that I reviewed way back in 2021 and have been working with Lunacy Audio ever since. I'm not employed by them, but they contract me for stuff. Maybe. Come on, Cube. I know that you can do it. I also bought Beam. I don't want to buy all the preset packs though. It's kind of expensive. I don't have any homeboy hookups. I feel that. Yeah, it's not Cube, it's Bitwig. Bitwig is being cantankerous. Yes, a I've also designed a patch for this that makes this do a very similar thing. So not this, but this guy right here is also cube. But instead of quadrants and then having a depth layer, you just blend between the 8 different things here. This is available for $10 on, what was the pack name that I released? Alchemy's Bitwig Tools, I believe. But yeah, the cool thing about this is that you can actually put up to 128 different samples in each one and then use the same things on here. This was a great device that I built. Okay, Bitwig's being dumb again. Sorry, guys. But yeah, and so, if you have a bunch of samples here, you can blend, and then because there's the 128 racks, you can select different samples to have on here. I meant the XY Bitwig container. Right, yes, but the vector 8 gives you, instead of 2 points of X and Y, this gives you 8 different points that you can modulate in between. Cube isn't really an XY selector. It's more so of, well, it's a cube. I don't know why a cube. What is that? $10? Sign me up right now. Do you have a link to it? I do. It's called Alchemy's Bitwig Tools on alchemy.com. You have to put your own samples into it, but I also provided a sample pack that is a free supplementary thing that, like, even if you don't buy the sample or the preset pack, you can get that. Yeah, I'm sorry. Cube is just not working. I've been in talks with them about what's going on with my computer for a while, but you're looking for this one, Alchemy's Grid Toolkit. I don't have Bitwig. I only have 8-track, the free version. Okay, do not buy this. Yeah, don't buy this. You need the full version of Bitwig. So yeah, this is meant to have 8 different samples built into it, and from this, the sample quality from them are really good. There's been a lot of things that I really enjoyed making in here. User. Oh, this isn't going to let me use this. That's annoying. So many technical problems. Black Friday upgrade. It's really great. I'm agreed. Agreed. But let's just say I have a single sample here. We'll just type in like pad. Just watch your tutorial from the beginning. That was so awesome. Thank you. Yeah, dude. So you can drag this in here, and we can even use this same sound in different positions. So if we mark this here, that's the same position, but in a different sample. We don't need to use all of them, but just whatever. We can set this one to 19. It's a little quiet. Let me turn this up just a little bit. Excuse me. I've also made this to where you can change the sampler type. So right now this is in playback mode, but we can set this to, gotta zoom out to do this. Dude, Bitwig, oh my god. I cannot wait to get out of the beta of this. We can change this to granular, which is texture mode. Hmm. That's pretty cool. We can set all of these to freeze, which is nice. Turn the grain size up. Hello. So this obviously is this, like, it's very similar, but it's different in the way that you have more customization than Cube. And of course, it's only within Bitwig. Why don't they have more sounds that are good for hip hop and trap music? Are you talking about Cube? Oh, I wouldn't say they don't. I think it's just about how you use them. If anything, I think that it would give you an edge in that kind of genre because it's all, you know, it's all kind of samey. Unless if you're talking about sampling, right? If you're talking about like approaching hip hop from a sampling perspective, then you need to go crate dig. But if you're talking about like, I don't know, fresh sounds that are quote unquote synthesized and stuff, then like the world is your oyster. It's like also totally okay that it doesn't, that maybe you like Cube but you don't like the sounds that it has and whatnot. But I would say never buy a synth for the presets, except for something like Contact. Heaven forbid you use Arcade if you're just not a sound designer and that's not your thing, or Omnisphere, right? Those are the kinds of things that you can just cycle through and get ideas with or whatever. But I think that the shelf life of them is severely hindered because people are always going to be looking for new sounds. And if your gateway to new sounds is through power of purchase, just be careful. Omnisphere is the modern version of a Rompler. One note preset sounds that move with one note press. Yeah, like it plays the thing for you, right? Like you push one note and it's a melody or whatever. The Beam doesn't like, Beam is designed to be played. That's the thing. You know what I mean? It's not like if you download Arcade and then you like push hook and then it, you know what I mean? It has like this cool little like riff that's played into it. It does have stuff like that. I have presets like that, but it's not as dense as like, let me just choose this. You're better off buying loop packs in my personal opinion. Because to be honest with you, like that's how I make music these days anyways, is I make my own loops or whatever, but like I'll make something like this and then on a different day I'll come back to it and completely mangle it and be like, okay, let's see what this does. And I have like go-to procedures that I do, but you know, just repitch this out or something and be like, all right. Let me see here. There we go. There's a hook. And if I hear the beginning of a call, then I just need to create a response to it. But listen to this. And then I could do something like this, where transpose. Do 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 boom dum dum dum. Oh, I need to bounce this, and then now J. And then I need to put this in time or whatever, because this isn't stretched within whatever. But if I were to bounce this and then quantize it, let's try that. So maybe like a do 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 do. Yeah, this wants to be slower than it is, but this is how I'd find my hooks and stuff. It's with pitch bends. Oh yeah, okay, so this is all kinds of fucked up. Sometimes this is part of the fun though, you know, if you're willing to put the time into it. And it's really not that big of a deal. You just have to. There we go. So now within this, no, I gave my license to Falcon to Chi. I was like, here, dude, take it. I hate Falcon. Cannot stand it. It's just so slow. But once you have this, then you know what I mean? Like, you have a hook, and then you can just create a variation to it. Right? And so now what we could also do is, let's say we want to slow this down, we can pull this back into repitch mode and then be like, all right, I want to modify this for a trap tune. So we just pull this down to 70 or 140, whatever. Sorry, I need to bounce this. Now we set this to repitch. And then now that should have the other intonations that I created for the variations. Oh shit. You know, then you just lay down some 808s. You know, and then you could do whatever, but I think like finding interesting things to me, and that's why I like experimental sound design so much, is because I can spend a day just, please put that 808 on raw. No. So just find stuff in here. I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. What happens if I just take this? Oh, there we go. You could, I don't really even care what key it's in, but if you set this to, there you go. Okay, this needs to be a little bit closer to here. That should be a little bit more. Or you can even do, you can cut this at the waveform and do something like this. This would be a little bit less pushy. Right? No, I think it's fine. I don't know what you mean by how do you fix the keys, but like you just find hooks. And cutting and splicing and stuff, you know? I'll show you in a second. But see, we just found like a bunch of different hooks that you could write a beat off of.
Snake. We don't need.
Why does every trap loop have that terrible fucking... Alright, you know. Yeah, and you just do this. Little filter action. Bees in the trap. That's why working with samples is the way to go. You do something like this where we go like... No, it's your initial approach. So you put everything in repitch mode. You find like you make it in key, or sorry, you make it in time, then you bounce it, and then you find the key. So with this, like, I don't remember where we started with this, but for the 808s, I just listened to it and like this works. At least I think it does, unless if my ears are lying to me. But what you do is you grab an EQ and you find the highest resonance. So that's somewhere, it's a little bit flatter than D sharp 5, but if I were to grab a sine wave, Yeah, that's how I find it. Just use an EQ. And then if you're like, oh, well, this is in D, but this is in Q, then you just, you know what I mean? Then you go in and you do your repitching. But once you have this, just bounce it because now everything is within the same key, right? And then you can pitch it again. So for this, if I wanted to fix this and I wasn't going to do it by ear, I think that I just need to lower this by 1. So we go bounce. Pitch that down by 1. Yeah, it works. So that's how you fix samples. And if it, you know, I put it in complex mode to make the stretching of it work a little bit better, but if it's not working out, then that's where you get into, that's why you have some sound design tools to just change it up. As opposed to trying to make it pristine and make it as clean as possible, you need to make it creative. So now you just do something like this. Right? I don't know, put a chorus on it or something. Also, the timing of this is a little bit off, but whatever. There you go. You do something like this where we go slice and place. Beat grid, 1/4, 1/8 maybe. You make it less obvious. You get what I mean? I don't think so. I think you just have to be a little bit clever with how you mess with it. Like the warp modes in Bitwig are the exact same algorithms as in Ableton. They do behave a little differently, but they're the same algorithms. As crazy as that sounds. But yeah, so anyway, that's part of the reason why I like to just go in and start trying to make hooks out of things that I record, because the fun part about it is, that was really stupid, but thank you. you don't have to like make anything specific. You just kind of have to develop an imagination around it. Like even with this stuff, like I like these things. It's hard to like find musical elements around them, but from a texture and rhythmic perspective, like if you just have an 808 and you create a loop with this, kind of like this. And just dragging some stuff here now. It's a bit too early. Just grab a filter. That was kind of cool. And slice this in place by like 16ths. Dude, am I not holding shift? So right here with these guys, I want a different sound. I really like this. I don't like this other stuff so much. So Am I making snares today? Probably not. I actually really like this. This is kind of cool too. We could... Because it enhances the groove, right? In my genre, I make everything very unquantized. It introduces the idea of rubato. But if everything were placed, like, oh, I guess I could just not or turn this off, but it just sounds too mechanical. So everything is off, but if I were to... Now, to me, it just like I like it, man. It gives it more of that push that I really enjoy in this kind of music. Yeah, so do something like this. Um, a little bit earlier, a little bit earlier. Hey, what's up, Jimmy? Yeah, so this is a really fast way to make a beat. We're kind of just hanging out today, not really doing a whole lot. Yeah, thanks, dude. Pretty cool sound. Yeah, sorry, I got carried away as I usually do, but that was a dumb little beat. Does anybody have any other things that you want to see or want to explore or experiment with? I was talking about like how it's about how you use samples and how you work with them and why I try not to necessarily like find sounds anymore that are supposed to be related to a genre, and then we ended up writing this piece of shit or whatever. Hey Levi, what's up, dude? So yeah, there's kind of that. But other than that, I'm kind of just chilling. I don't really have anything on the agenda today. I just wanted to be live and be a place that you all can come kick it and hang out. Does anybody have any questions, or is there anything that you all want to see? Chilling, brother. How we doing? I'm doing good. Kind of in the same boat. Haven't really been inspired lately to do much. Um, but we here. We here. We here. Oh yeah, that's what discipline is, right? The discipline is when you're doing shit when you don't want to do it. you know. Um but I don't know, it's weird. I want to be here. I want to be making bangers, but I'm also like having this internal resistance with my imagination working with me / for me. So we're just like making random stuff now, or I'm taking questions and doing sound design, but this is what we threw together in like 20 minutes. Yeah, I feel that. Oh, that's cool. Man, you have a lot of hats, dude. I'll tell you that much. And when are you gonna put on the Bitwig hat? Huh? When are you gonna put on the Bitwig hat? Let me see if this was any good. I feel that. Marketing, I hate marketing, dude. It is the least favorite part of my fucking job. This is okay. It could turn into something maybe. There. It's my 9 to 5. I grinded a side business for years. It's time for me to launch my creative dreams. Yeah, I'd say, I don't know. It's rough. It's rough. But I'm glad you're here. We're chilling, doing stuff. What else do y'all want to see? What else can we do? Throw something at me. But throw something reasonable at me. I'm gonna ask chat to allow me to lean on them. Give me an idea of something to do. No, I don't have Massive. Well, not anymore. I don't have Massive X installed. Roboto lesson? I could, but I also have a video on that. Where I go really deep into it. That was 10 months ago? Oh my god. I'm surprised. I'll tell you what. Let's do something I never do. You want a mean West Coast lead synth? Shit, bro. Shit, bro. Here you go. You ready for this? Shit. You're not ready for this one. Holy cow. There you go. There's your mean ass West Coast lead synth. Wait, I'll do you one more. Fuck yeah, bro. Bring it to life with the fuse compressor. No, I know what you're trying to do. I'm not falling for that. I don't feel like making a track right now. Nice try. Not doing it. Yeah. Yeah, I could talk about rubato. So what I was gonna say with that was give me a song. Just some 808s, no biggie. No, I already did that earlier today. Um, give me a song and like maybe like a fucked up track, and then maybe we could try to recreate the rhythm of it. So not the track itself, but just the rhythm of the beat. Like I tried to do one a couple of days ago, which I'd actually be down to try again. But if you all haven't heard Chee's latest beat tape, there is a track on there that is so well. There's a lot of tracks on there that are fucking awesome, but this one, there's this date added. No, the other date added. The other date added. I mean, if it's IDM and it's just like glitch stuff, that's uh yeah. I'm talking about more so of something that has like a fucked up beat, you know. I need to pitch this to a different thing, but I think it's this track, if I'm not mistaken. Like this one's fucking crazy. This beat is so dope. Oh man, I love it. Yeah. I uh you guys. There we go. All right, what is this at? So that's at 82. Why did it adjust that? Oh, right, it's because we're on Bitwig Beta and this is not the way to do this. I could take a look at that track though, the one that you mentioned. Yeah, so apparently Bitwig's warping is fucked right now. I don't know if you all saw that, but like it was almost perfect, and then I adjusted it again, and then it went to it like totally threw this off. So that's annoying. But I can take something and listen to it, I guess. Yeah, I can give you a. I mean, I have a plan for what's it called? Oh, you haven't seen those. So I have this new beat series coming out. I'll show you all. It's already uploaded for like all of the members or whatever, but let me just kind of give you a demo of what this is. But I have this thing that I've started called How to Pattern. Gosh, fucking. So this is already up. How to pattern 140 break beats. How to pattern drum and bass. There's an intro, drum patterns and sample selection using Drambo. But I talk about the different. Hey, what's good, everybody? I talk about different breakbeat styles of this. Please do that. I always post note. Then this is quiet. Sorry, but let's go ahead and play with, or you have, it's kind of cool. I'm gonna go through a lot of different styles here. So that's kind of like, this is on the way. And it's been a lot of fun to do this because I just talk about like how to break these down, and no pun intended, but how to actually like make patterns. I haven't done halftime yet. I've actually only done 2 genres, but I have a house one planned. I have, what's it called? I have, like 115. What is it called? Oh my gosh. Mid-tempo. Jesus Christ. Mid-tempo stuff. So all the projects are already done. I just have to record the videos out. Hardware hasn't. No, I didn't sell my microcosm. I just came out with a video today on it, which I recorded like a month ago, but I'm really ahead on videos. I need to record some more today, but yeah. Hardware hasn't really changed. Wait, how has my hardware changed? Do you mean like what else did I buy? Why did I say it like that? What else did I buy? What else did I buy? Please work. Please work. God, this fucking thing. Rasm Frasm Breakdancer. The chain hasn't changed, but what I own is a Waldorf Iridium Core, Microcosm, Oxy 1 Mark II, Zoya Pedal, Digitac 2, Analog Heat Plus Effects, Digitone 2, Hapax, and a Oxy 1 Mark 1. Oh, and a Bitwig Connect. So, but no, I haven't purchased anything since. I haven't had the desire to. I think like I would like for some other companies to potentially send me some stuff, but it's weird. Like maybe it's just because of the format that I have of how I make videos and talk about stuff, but I try to go really deep into like, you know, the nitty gritty of this stuff and do lots of videos and what the fuck have you. But I kind of find that, can I change the output on the microcosm to stereo and mono? Yeah, you can. All you have to do is just unplug one of the cables. So, which is kind of annoying, but there's not like a button toggle, but that's still a pretty easy fix. Like you could just send, or I guess whatever you're recording, you could just send that out. But the way that I have this, let me see if I can fix this one more time. This is so fucking annoying that like it just freezes. Oh, this works on the camera, but the software is just ass. The Zoya has a looper in it, but the microcosm also has a looper in it. Yeah, the software is just completely frozen. Let me see if I turn this off. Now will this work? Nope. Sorry, one sec. So even though I quit this, it's still... Yeah, OBS, you suck. Well, anyways, yeah, I was going to show you what's on my desk and stuff, but not anymore, because it's being dumb. It's being dumb. Yeah, one other thing that I'm interested in is the Sherman filter bank, but I maxed out my budget for hardware stuff already, and now I'm trying to sell preset packs so I can get more stuff to talk about on the channel. Which, speaking of, if y'all like Faceplant, you should definitely check out the Base Monster pack. It's 132 presets for 45 bucks. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. What was I going to do again? Yeah, I mean, I suppose I can talk about breakbeats. It's all about the shuffle. Hey, yo. Hey, Les. So, my recommendation is don't do this. Yeah, don't do that. What you're going to do instead is we're going to count past the snare. What are we doing here? And right here, we're going to create a shuffle. And with this is like the most important thing when it comes into making most beats is this little thing. Like this applies to drum and bass. It applies to... I mean, yeah, it applies to so much. Sorry. Getting there. There we go. So once you have this is where everything comes together, because you can add some swing to it to get it to shuffle. Kind of like this, or some rubato, whatever. But after that, it's... Okay, no wonder this is fucked up. Then after that, it's really just like, then you just have something that's like a timekeeper. So when it comes into like this style of music, everything is really just an extension of what I'm showing you here. You can do a little bit of this where you add a little bit of swing if you want. And I like having some space here, kind of like this. Because that break, that speed, or like this little, like just this little stop go idea really helps push the funk. Yo! So something like this. Yo! 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 And then you just need to make it match with the rest of the stuff because that's super loud. Yo! 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 And then from there, you just need, you know, a funky melody or a sample or whatever. Yo, thank you so much, Baxter. I appreciate that. You didn't have to do that. And then once you have stuff like this, you know, you can also... That's actually kind of cool. You can add in the little breakies as well. So let me see this. This little thing right here is going to help us out a lot because we can push this and figure out a place for it. So
Guys, come on.
Do something like this. Right, so that's kind of how you can get a little quick funk thing. I was able to get on the audio team for that Skywind game doing ambiances and stuff. Preset packs helped a lot, thanks. Oh, dude, sick. Yeah, you'll definitely have to tell me like what, if anything, you implemented, because that would be cool too, to be like, yo, someone I know got on a thing and he used my sounds. So obviously, like, these samples suck, but I mean the beat and the rhythm of it is no different, you know. Take out all this other stuff, and you know, it's kind of same deal. See if I got any other fun musical things to try. It's pretty cool. That's really cool. It just doesn't have any of those lows. This might be kind of cool to actually put as a repitch thing. See what it does. Probably lower the volume by quite a bit, but layer it as the break. Or layer it with the break. Almost. Yeah, the warping on Bitwig right now is fucking cooked. But it's still workable. You can still create something like this. I actually like that with a little bit more swing on it. Do something like this for fun. You need to eat, man? Enjoy a waffle on you? Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I do eat, though. I eat. I eat babies. I'm just having fun. Like, nobody's really talking or anything, so I'm just trying to stay busy. No, I have focals. That'd be like a funky thing. I don't know. That's a good question. I use Focal Evo Twins. That's pretty cool. Let's see if this is interesting. Kids screaming outside. It's pretty dope. Yeah, I think it's bug spray. Yeah, so something like that would work really well. In typical breakbeat, most people don't even switch up the loop, but I'm really big on that of like that is a much cooler, you know what I mean, and more interesting loop as opposed to just boom, cat, ticka ticka boom, cat. And I can create like a cool little subverted expectation right there. Oh, I like that. What's up, man? That's what they're there for. Oh, what the fuck? That was sick. Yeah, those are cool. They have a lot of utility, I feel. And that's kind of the whole purpose of them. The presets were made to just be usable, you know? Not have to do a whole lot of processing to them, not have to fuck with a bunch of shit. I just wanted them to work this time. Try to quantize the audio in this. Nope. No. That's a really cool melody. I gotta fix that though. It's driving me crazy. I need this to not do that. It's fucking me up. Gets this one. There we go. Why does it sound like that? Do, do, do. Oh, that's nice. Infiltrator's okay. It's not my favorite though. Nice. I think most of these sounds are actually from the microcosm. Um, yeah, that's pretty cool. Why?
Bunnies of chaos. No, stop, the bunnies of chaos.
It's back. Your effects are feedbacking again.
I am going to blow my brains out.
He's alright.
He was bunnies of chaos in the living room.
Oh. No.
Nice pants. Bet my bitch look good in some nice pants. Niggas see me, they be like, shit, goddamn. AK-47 tucked in that nigga nice pants. Hold up.
Oh my god.
Y'all got a little nigga started on some G shit. Who that nigga that looks swagged out? That's me, bitch.
Ridiculous.
Big ass titties, man. Big ass titties. Big ass titties. Big.
Hell yeah. Just don't tell Corey.
Big ass titties. 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 Big ass titties, man. Big ass titties. Big.
Oh my god.
Big ass titties. Big ass titties. Big ass titties. Big ass titties, man. Big ass titties. Big ass titties. Big ass titties. Big ass titties, man.
Oh shit.
Big ass titties. Big ass titties, man.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Big ass titties. Big ass titties. Big ass titties. Big ass titties, man. Big ass titties. Big ass titties. Big ass titties. Big ass titties, man.
It's fucking hilarious.
Big ass titties. Big ass titties. Big ass titties. Big ass titties, man. Big ass titties. Big ass titties. Big ass titties. So much fucking money in my pockets. I fucking walk stupid. Hold on. Stupid. Big ass titties. Big ass titties. Big ass titties. Big ass titties, man. Big ass titties. Big ass titties. Big ass titties. Big ass titties, man.
Hold on one second. Hello? Hello? Okay. It's a fun little project. Oh, we gotta have that in there.
I'll break your walls.
I'm surprised I have this. Thanks. Somebody was asking me how to make breakbeat, and so we started with the shuffle. This is the most important part. This is what we started with. Without this. And I was like, once you get this, then it's just, it's pretty easy to get the rest down, but yeah, it's kind of almost garagey, I'd say. These are just stock sounds, I think, and then I layered some of my breaks with them, like this stuff. I don't want the kick to be a little bit lower, though. Yeah, there we go. That sounds like it's part of the same kit now. The other one was just a little bit, or the kick before just felt a little too high. Well, my favorite part of this is this.
Big ass titties, big ass titties, big ass titties, big ass titties, man. Big ass titties, big ass titties, big ass titties, big ass titties, man.
Well, you play a kick on the one, but then the next kick is not on the one, so it's... Then you do this. That's basically the main difference between breakbeat and garage. What's up, Tech? Good. 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 Yeah, we're just chilling today. Just having fun. Fuck, man. Tyler's a fool. Yeah, it's a cool little beat. I like it. Dope. Yeah. So that's how you start a break track, or how I would anyways. I would probably try to come up with a concept before I try to write instead of just like throwing anything at the wall, but I haven't really been in the mood to write lately, so I've just been hoping that I can go through some samples and stuff and then you know, hope that I come across something amazing, but other than that I haven't been super motivated to like make a track and see it all the way through. Is there anything else that anybody wanted to do or wanted to see? It's a cool little break. I like it. I'll probably do a video at some point talking more about the shuffle, because like this is literally the heart and soul of like anything that is hip hop related. Like, see. Yeah, it's the shuffle, man. Right. Like without it, there's still a shuffle in there somewhere. So there's still little things that are happening to make that do what it does, but it needs to be there. No, that's I was saying for pretty much every genre. It's about the shuffle. I mean, anything that has a drum break in it, right? Because if you're just talking about rhythm, like it's just like there's no shuffle with that. It's a constant influx of fourth barrages of noise. But anything that has any kind of tech to it, I'd say, you know, even with IDM, it's not really like boom. It's like that's those rhythms in there, those little pockets and those fills and stuff really make the genre what it is, in my opinion. Yeah, I hope that you all are looking forward to that how to pattern thing. Like even in house and stuff. Um, it's like if I were to start a house tune, the first thing that I would go for before anything else would be getting a good shuffle. So, so we do like 126. And it'd have to be something like this. Not have to be, but I'm not sure if I like this one better or not, but let's give that a try. Like, yeah. Now we just need a 909. Yeah, so, you know, that's how you make a house or how you start house stuff, but it's without, and that's, I think, one of the biggest issues that people run into is if you don't have this and you just say, let's say you just have this, which is just the offbeat. It's really hard to come up with anything interesting, but like what really makes it come together is the interaction between these sounds. And if you can make it more techy, then just leave it there. Do something like that. That was dope.
My definition of a boombastic jazz style. My definition of a boombastic jazz style. My definition of a boombastic jazz style. My definition. My definition. My definition. My definition of a. My definition of a boombastic. My definition of a boombastic. A boombastic. A boom. boombastic, for boombastic, for boom, for boom, for boombastic.
Voice kind of sounds like Doodlebug from, yeah, I'm cool like that. That really? That's dope. I actually like that. Doot, doot, doot.
My definition of a boombastic jazz style. My definition of a boombastic jazz style.
What was this chord? It just says chord piano 84B. Well, that's just two semitones down than what this is supposed to be, so we can, oops, we can support that with what just happened?
boombastic jazz style. My definition of a boombastic jazz style. My definition of a
Super low budget still.
My definition of a boombastic jazz style. My definition of a boombastic jazz style.
That's kind of cool. Not a lot of 90s inspired cues. Yeah, sick. That was, wow, that was almost played in time. Crazy. A little bit of shuffle. A little bit of shuffle. A little bit of thunder.
My definition of a boombastic jazz style. My definition of a boombastic jazz style.
Hmm.
My definition of a boombastic. My definition of a boombastic jazz
We gotta have the tension chords, right?
My definition of a boombastic jazz
You gotta have that in there. It grooves. Well, yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about with like how to create um how to create shuffles and all that other stuff. How to make it work. Like obviously we're just using shit sounds, but I don't really care cuz it's just kind of like I just want to put the thing together, if that makes sense. But, nice little housey chord that you can pitch up and stuff like that. I mean, this is also a pretty cool, like, you could use this for like a Hospital Records drum and bass. Oh my god, my drums are so much. Something like that. Not drum loop packs in particular, but sample packs that have loops in them.
I think you better
Think of.
I think I need.
I think.
Don't you think?
The millions of small mechanical servants that never ask for afternoons off.
That's pretty fun. Yeah, anyway. Any other questions? If you're curious about sample packs and stuff, alchemy.com. I just put out a pack called Insidium. Not too long ago. And that's not supposed to be there. Drums, drum masterclass, Insidium. This has like over 1,000 samples in it. Hey, what? Rhythmic and stuff. Writing of penance. Got biggest ring influence and find to me is from this one, and that's where I think for the most part I just talked about, and that's where a lot of these talking sounds that you'll hear from. Yeah. Lots of cool. We can just go through these, but there are loops and stuff in here. I wish that I would have included some of those. As you can tell, I like really. I think I did. I just talked about it more so in my virulence with the heavier drums. So the last track is called Your Virulence, and this is probably the heaviest track. And so, yeah, this is the main thing. Yeah, like this is included in the pack, just like heavy stuff. But I don't really. Here's the main section. For this one. The other pack that I have, which is Abyss, has a lot more, like just weird off-kilter loops. But the thing with that was that that was before I figured out how to get everything organized with Sononym. So like you kind of have to open it, and then you have more legwork to do. Hey, baby. What's your comment on the sample pack? What do you have to say to chat? Other than breath. Can you speak? Can you speak? Jersey, can you speak? Speak. Speak. Jersey, speak. She doesn't want to speak. She's good doggo though. Well, all right guys, I had fun. I don't really have anything else that I want to do today. I need to eat something and then just chill for a bit. But much love. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. That's all I got for you. I guess I'll see you all tomorrow, and we'll be doing the same stuff. Sound good? Good. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your evening, and I will catch you later.